What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check this out, man. Got to make this video because I got to pay homage. Got to pay homage to one of the most influential and greatest rap artists to ever come down the pipe. And he was 1/3 of the rap group Whodini, and he goes by the name of Ecstacy. We all remember Ecstacy. Those from that era. He was the one who wore the little smooth little hat with the little strings down, and he just had a very distinct rap voice, real sharp yet smooth delivery, and he was one of the most influential cats in the game, being part of that group. Back in the days when I was growing up, the top group in the game was Run DMC, and Run DMC reached that high plateau of commercial success. Whodini, though they never reached that level of mainstream commercial success, in the hood, in our eyes, Whodini was right under Run DMC in terms of rap groups. Because the format was the two rappers and the DJ, and they had that same setup like Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. It was Ecstasy, Jalil, and Grandmaster D was the DJ. Now, for those younger people who don't know Whodini, you know the songs. You know them, but you don't know them. You got songs like Friends, How Many of Us Have Them? That's Whodini. You had 5 Minutes of Funk. You had One Love, One Love. You had I'm a Hoe. You had all these big hit songs. Big Mouth. They made all of these great classic hit songs that are still popping and still relevant today. Um, if you are familiar with songs like Lil Kiki, Southside, when you hear that beat first come on, that boom, 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 boom. That's actually the beat from Friends from Whodini. So Ecstasy, man, he was a guy who I always admired because, like I say, his style, man, and his voice, and I'm real big on voices, and his delivery was great. And Jalil was his rap partner, and Jalil was a great writer, still is a great writer, and and their dynamic was so special because, again, I've said this in other videos, when you have artists who sound just alike in a group, it takes away from it. Jalil had his style. Ecstasy comes in and brings it to a different level. Jalil comes back, brings it to a different level. So, although decades have passed and eras have come and gone in rap, we can't let people like Ecstasy be forgotten because he was one of the biggest stars in rap in his day. So, it's a shame that time kind of swallows people up in those situations. And those of us who are still around who remember those people like Ecstasy, we have to be the ones to tell those stories and to explain to the generations that's coming up under us who these brothers were and how great they were and how influential they were and how a lot of what's being done now was built on the foundation that they established. See, we hear things that we think are new. In a lot of cases, it's not new. It's nothing new under the sun. So we hear things and we like, man, but then you find out later, oh man, that came from them. Oh, that's the original of that. It's like when back in the sampling days, we would hear these songs and we just jamming the songs. Then you'll be listening to another radio station and hear the original sample it came from. We gotta pay homage to the originals where it came from. Ecstasy was only 56 years old, and younger people might say only nah, man. That's just very young, man. And we don't know. Well, I don't know what happened, and it doesn't even matter what happened. I just when I heard the news last night, it just was. It immediately takes you back to your childhood because if I had to list uh, groups and individuals who had a big impact on shaping me as an artist and as a person through their lyrics, Whodini's gonna always come up. Ecstasy's gonna come up. Jalil's gonna come up. So definitely want to shout out to the OG. Much love and much respect. Um, and y'all make sure y'all learn y'all history, bro, because that way, when you learn the history of those who came before you, it will give you a greater appreciation of not only them, but where we are right now and moving forward. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. R.I.P. Ecstasy, One Love, Whodini, peace. Notice how I said one love. That came from them. All right.